Have you ever hit rock bottom before? Have you ever been in a dark place internally, depressed, not wanting to be around, not wanting to live, actually hit rock bottom? It's that dark. That's why they call it the night of the soul, because you can't see no light and you don't even think there is any light. However, some people are fortunate that through that dark night of the soul, that ignites something within someone to upgrade to the new version 2.0. Here we are today. I had that dark night of the soul, what I'm going to share in a minute, but I'm just trying to build the way for those that have had a dark night of the soul. Did you use it for the 2.0, or did you stay the same? You may have got out of it, however, you never used that to be the catalyst and the driving force never to go back there, because it was so dark and dingy that you was able to get out, and that being a reminder to then take you to a next level of you. Because it's not even a next level of life, it's not a next level, it's a next level of an internal shift of the way you look at things and the things you look at change. So mine was drugs for the majority of my life. From the age of 13, I was introduced to drugs at a very young age, drinking alcohol at probably about 10, 11 years old. That went on to cannabis. From cannabis, that went on to cocaine. They were sniffing cocaine, putting in spliffs, and then crack at 12, 13, and every drug under the sun. So from, say, 13 years old up until 29 years old, I was taking drugs, becoming a problem to myself and society, prison, near-death experiences, and I was just a problem to myself. I didn't like this life. I didn't know how to break free from this life. I tried everything under the sun. However, that's a new video. But in 2012, my girlfriend, wife now, wouldn't come near me. People, friends, associates wouldn't come near me. I'd be taking drugs because I was that much of a liability. My head gasket had popped. I was in a hotel with prostitutes, drinking, taking drugs, and I woke up the next day. And when I woke up in this hotel room, bottles of drink everywhere, just paraphernalia, and I was there on my own, everyone had gone, and it was so painful. I just started sobbing like a baby, like purely sobbing, wanting love or some kind of, I don't know what it was, but I just needed something. And I couldn't. Have you ever been or felt that you can't stand this feeling? You need to escape from this feeling. So the only thing that you know is whether it's alcohol or drugs. I had to just get to an off license or petrol station. Do you know that dark night of the soul where you can't stand yourself, your feelings, your emotions and life? You need to just to then be a clown again and forget, and then go into that character. But that was my dark night of the soul. Went back into that character after I got the drink down me and went out and done some crazy stuff. Ended up getting locked up. But this time, remember, I was locked up from 13 to 29 years old. I got out 29 years old. From 13 it started. I've probably done about 12 years behind the door throughout my years, my time. I'm 40 years old now, so 12 years of my life was literally behind prison. That's why I'm so young now. I'm still like a kid. I've got energy like some people like, what are you on? I'm on life because I never had life. I missed all my teenage years, like my 16th birthday, my 18th birthday, my 21st birthday. I was banged up. Sad, but true. In a prison cell. Me, myself, and I. And I couldn't stand having a cellmate. I'll just tell them, take me to the block. I'll get on the railings, and I'll jump on the railings and say, look, but I'm not banging up. Take me to the block. I'd rather be in my own company than have someone sitting in the cell as well with the demons. Don't get me wrong, I did at a certain time, but after a while, I wouldn't do that. So, but this time, I was banged up. 2012. After that experience in the hotel, the dark night of the soul, and now I'm in the prison. Now I'm laying on the bed, I'm looking up, thinking I can't do this anymore. Remember, I'm 27, I've been at it from 13. I've burnt every bridge under the sun. No one likes me. I don't even like myself. I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. No one loves me. No one cares about me. No one likes me because I didn't even like myself or love myself or care for myself. I don't want to be here. I was getting these thoughts in my head when I'm laying on the bed. And then I'll go out onto the landing. I'll go out and then I'll just look and see all the stuff and people talking on the nonsense, what I've done my whole life. And then in the end, there was a transition. There was a transition. And that transition was the catalyst from the dark night of the soul to my spiritual awakening, where my whole life transformed and changed, and from the inside out, and everything completely transformed from that experience. But I'm not going to share that experience with you today because that's another video, when I had my spiritual experience, my spiritual awakening within my prison cell. That's for another video, because this is about the dark night of the soul. That's the lead up to that. So just touching base now on the dark night of the soul. Some people go through that dark night of the soul. My brother took his own life because he couldn't hack the feeling, the experience of that darkness. And he couldn't bear it anymore. Those voices. Do you have a voice in your head that tries to tell you stuff, negative stuff, evil stuff, bad stuff, A, B, and C? I call it my man. And the darker you go down, the more dominion it has over your life. And the more dominion it has over the life, the more you become a vessel to do something stupid and possibly take your own life, or intoxicate yourself so much, possibly take someone else's life. That's how deep it is. Because hurt people hurt people. You hear of people in dark places, passion, what's it called? Not murder by passion or whatever it may be. Are you with me? So this dark night of the soul, it can go two ways. Could be the catalyst into your greatness, or it could be to death. It's two. Or there's the mediocre, go back to life like that, and you stay in the middle. Or there's that rebirth. So the moral of the story, what I'm asking you today, are you on your way down to that dark night of the soul? Or are you going up to be your best version? Or have you never had a dark night of the soul? Because I've had multiple. But you've got to have the indicator in there when things ain't going right, and internally you feel down, you feel depressed, and you feel like you don't want to be around, and you feel like everything's going wrong, A, B, and C. That is the point, the indicator where you need to go inside yourself and be still. He says, be still for the presence of I am. Because the rest of the noise and the voice and all that is all the participation of the doing, the activities of the brain and all that. But the minute you become conscious, you realize it's just an illusion. You are the awareness behind the positive, the negative, the good, the evil. It's an experience. Don't identify with it. Because by identifying with it, guess what happens? It can take you down it. So I'm going to love you and leave you now. There's some content for Dark Night of the Soul, my experience, and many other people that have been through it. You've got to use it. It's an indicator that you need to make changes psychologically, spiritually, physically. You need to make those changes, or else it gets darker and darker. And if you don't know where to get help, click one of the links, jump on a call with me or one of my team. I'm not trying to pump anything into you. We've got courses, we've got everything to how to self-master you to become your best version. So do take care. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and I'll see you on another one.